First of all, welcome to VertiChat with Mads. Today I have someone very special joining me. He's one of my personal top five favorite vertical actors, Nick Garabedian. Nice to see you
Hi.
again. It's been a hot minute since Bert Fest.
Yeah, it's been a second. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Like we didn't just talk briefly before this.
I know.
Okay, I'll
They
be
don't
fine.
have to know. They
All
don't
right,
have
all
to
right.
know.
No one's got to know. No one's got to know.
I've pretty much forgotten because I was like so hyped up on adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like most of our conversations, like at Bert Fest. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, what did we talk about?
that's the thing. I
Uh,
don't know.
I feel like I had more questions for the fans than you guys
Yeah.
had for me. I think I was very much like kind of trying to understand certain things about the fan culture than you guys were trying to ask me. So
So now it's my turn for
go
you.
for it. Yeah, go for it. What do you got?
Can we start off by you telling me a little about yourself? Because yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Where do I start? I do verticals. I haven't led one in a bit, but I'm trying to do more. Um, I can tell you my college experience. I have a bachelor's degree from Cal State Fullerton in theater. My acting kind of started, I think it kind of kicked off senior year of high school, and since then I just studied it, pretty much nonstop. And I think that I could get I there's home so many different like points and events in which kind of shifted me you know, into where I am today. But yeah, I studied and then I about 2022 I did the first vertical, one of the first verticals in America with Real Short, and that was called The Boss Affair. And that has gone on to do really well. And Real Short has become what it is today, which is super huge. And then I have since done about 25 verticals or so. So I've done a lot. But I just met someone the other day that's like, "Oh yeah, I just did my 35th." And I was like, "Geez." And yeah, I think I know one other person. They'll remain nameless, but they've done 50 at this point. Maybe even more than 50. So, yeah, it's a growing thing.
Isn't that Noah? I swear he mentioned
It
like
is Noah.
54.
It is Noah. Yeah, it
He
is.
mentioned at like 54 or something. I was like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I went over to his place the other day to meet a friend and because they live together and I met him, super nice guy, made me an espresso, which was very nice. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've done about 52 or so." I was like, "Geez, I thought I had done a lot." But yeah, he's a big player in all of this. So what else can I tell you? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of me, in the vertical world.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So you've acted across multiple genres.
Mhm.
Which genre would you say feels the most natural and which one challenged you the most?
Um, there's not really one that I think I would choose above others. I'm not really a horror person. It's not a genre that I kind of was fascinated in growing up, but there's a whole lot of if there's something that I feel like I can connect with, character-wise or whatever, if there's something that I feel like I can just, either comedically or dramatically feel like I can play to. Is that a cat?
Yeah, he was like meowing, and I
Oh
was like,
my
I'm
gosh.
so sorry, but I
I
have to
just saw
like pick
you
him up.
bring the skin of the cat up on you. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Hello. Wow. That's a good looking cat.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's his
Oh,
name?
now Ace.
Ace?
Yeah. And now he'll carry on about being on the floor. So he
Well,
had this
I
chance.
I grew up with cats, so I love cats. I grew up with a cat named Dash. He lived for 18 years since I was in kindergarten to about Oh, probably 2022 again. So yeah, dead around there. But he was my boy. He was my little boy, and he looked like a cow because he was black and white. But Dash was a good kitty. Yeah, and he was fast. So he came out around the time The Incredibles came out. So
Mm.
we named him Dash because he was super fast and running around the house. Yeah, but then he became a
Well,
really bitter old man.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
Now I've got two. I've
yeah,
got him, and we bred him and we got another one.
yeah.
And I don't know where he went, but they're both ragdolls.
Hmm.
So like the other one is like extremely fluffy. He's somewhere around here, but I had to shave him the other day because it's getting hot here.
Yeah,
So he
yeah,
looks a bit ratty.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A little
But
ratty.
yeah, his name is Turbo,
Turbo. That's
like
fun.
of a car.
Wow. Both have cats that have been named after fast people. Um, where was I? What was I talking about? I don't remember. Doesn't even matter. Let's talk about something fun. Politics. I'm just kidding now.
Correct
You're
me if
doing
I'm
great.
wrong. During our VertFest meet and greet, you mentioned you love to cook. What would you say is your signature or go-to dish?
Oh, blah, 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 blah. I think I mentioned it. It was called gourmet zabzi, which is like a Persian dish. It's like a bunch of herbs and lamb, and takes hours. And frankly, it's a dish that, takes a lot of patience and time and everything. But it is absolutely delicious and good for your gut and super heart healthy. But you just got to be very patient. You know? I think
Uh,
everyone should cook, honestly. I think if you have the time, if I mean, one of the things about cooking that it's just so therapeutic. Like I've had the worst days. I have had, stressful days. I've gotten off set after a long, tiresome days. I've just cooked. And it is just so nice to have a home cooked meal. You could go out, you can go to In-N-Out, you can go to In-N-Out's a burger chain if you didn't know. And you can go to you can get pizza, you can get all these things. But at the end of the day, when you make something and you eat it, that's like making your bed in the morning. Like, you did something and you get to enjoy it.
okay.
Yeah.
Accents.
Accents. Like what accents can I do?
I want to hear them.
Oh no, we're not doing that. I can't. I
Why?
I think uh no. I mean like I can do them. I have to think about them for, a bit, but you're from Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which part?
Southeast.
Southeast. All right. If I really think about it, if I
Oh
really get
shit.
into the idea of doing an Australian accent, I'd say this is probably not as great as I'd like it to be, but I could really step into it if you give me more time and more practice.
That's dope.
That's dope. No, I can't do it. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, what other ones can you do though?
I mean, I can do Irish. I can do, a terrible Spanish accent. I can do if you put a gun to my head, I could probably do Russian, British. I mean, I can do, a bunch, but like, I think, it's not just about, doing the accent. It's like the region where they come from. So like, if you say do an American accent, this is obviously an American accent, but how many different American accents are there? You got, you know, people from the South. You got people from the West, the East Coast, with a strong New York accent, a Bostonian accent. Bostonian is like, oh fuck, how does it do? I can do like a Southern accent like this. But then if you go to,
Oh,
certain parts of the South, they sound a little bit like, that's more, what would you call that? A Southern drawl. I don't know. I heard Felix do that in a project recently, and he was killing it. And then there's definitely like, oh, Minnesota. those Minnesota people. They talk. Fuck, how does it go? I don't remember. And then there's New York people. New York, and this New York, whatever. And they have East Coast accents, and they're yeah, I can't think of it right now, but yeah, if I really think about it, if I had an audition to do, I needed to do an accent, I would probably need an hour to get it right, to just to get it right. Yeah.
That was so that was so cool.
Thank you.
I just do the one. Like, I don't give a shit.
Right, hey, Australia.
Like, I'm out in the country
Mhm.
and I go to Sydney and I have like a totally different mannerism.
Yeah. See, the way you're saying like is not how my Australian. I'd be like, and
Like,
you're saying you're saying it
like,
differently. So that's the thing. It's like if I do an Australian accent, it's like the certain regions,
yeah.
that you would need to what region of Australian are you thinking, that kind of thing. So
Well, I'm a teacher's aide, like a
yeah.
and the way we have to say like, well, the way we teach them to say like is it's called bossy E,
Hmm.
and the E will make the I instead of saying E, you have to the E will make the I say its name, not the
Hmm.
sound. So I.
Like like or like that.
So like you have you have the name of the letter, which is I, and then the
Like.
sound, which is I.
Mm.
So the E is bossy and will make the I say its name, not its sound.
Okay, give me another example.
Go live or live.
Yeah. Live or live. Live, live. So it's like if I'm saying live, it sounds like
Yeah.
LEV, live.
Yeah. Like
Live,
live. Yeah.
live is such, yeah. So that's the other thing. Okay, so when I went to Cal State Fullerton, we did like these dialect classes, and where we needed to study accent stuff. And I had this one teacher who taught us the International Phonetic Alphabet. So you would learn the certain vowels, right? Or certain ways, um, yeah, certain vowels other than A, E, I, O, U, but like you would learn how certain people around the world pronounce certain vowels. So if I say like, it's different from how you would say like. Right? I mean, that's what I'm assuming. That's how Australian people say. I could be completely wrong. But if people from like like Valley Girls, the Valley Girl accents like oh my
Uh,
God, like if I really wanted to, I could sound like this all the time. And I would stab Brad in the fucking throat if I really had to, because he's a fucking dick. But I love him so much. He's so cute. Oh my God, he's so sweet. But I will cut a bitch if he comes near her. I just love him so much. Oh my God. I
I'm
don't know if
trying
that's fully
so
Valley
hard.
Girl. That's just more of a character that I'd done in the past. A very, very like bipolar uh, Californian woman. What were we talking about? What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. What else you got? What do we got? What are we learning here?
Then what are we learning?
Yeah.
It's more like in-depth questions. But
Okay.
you seem very playful right now. Like,
I just, what is it? 12 o'clock, 12:16. I've I've been told to be less serious in interviews. So
what?
not be less serious, but just be like, I think there's a tendency for me to be like very serious sometimes. So I gotta because I'm sometimes get nervous, but I don't feel nervous. So yeah, I feel very.
I was like shitting myself.
Why would you shoot yourself? You're fine. This is literally, you have no idea. I'm a goofball. Like I don't, there's nothing serious about me.
Mm.
That's okay. But anyways, yeah, you're fine.
Can you hear that?
No, is it a
My
cat?
my cat's carrying on like an absolute pork chop.
I
Like,
do hear him.
yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go open that
Sure.
door. Like,
And the interviewer has left the meeting. So now I will be taking over. Well, Maddie is taking care of her cat. Let's talk about let's talk about you, the viewer. I don't know what I'm doing for this bit. Oh my God, what am I doing? I give up. Um, is it that that's card trick? Oh, she's back now. Oh,
Lord. Okay,
okay.
where were we? Ah,
Okay.
what creative process have you developed that helps you prepare for a role or performance?
Um, Creative process. There really isn't. I mean, it's just more, I really don't think I have much of a, I mean, I do. I have like things that I do to prepare, but I think the best way to figure out if you can play a character or not is what similarities do you have with that person. And I think someone told me like, or I read somewhere, you're basically a lawyer for your character. All right. So if you're acting and you want to really do a good job, you have to make sure that you are not coming at a place of judgment for the person you're playing. Because if you're judging the person that you're playing, then you're not going to play them authentically. If you're empathetic and sympathetic towards their actions, whether they are the most horrendous or disagreeable things that they could a character could do, then you're going to find a place where you can play the person um, so authentically rather than just, doing something that is phony and fake. If you really step into it, if you really care, that's the thing. It's like sometimes when you see good acting versus bad acting, and I've had bad acting moments here and there, and it's because like you don't fully feel like you are the person. You don't feel like you're the person that you're playing, and you're questioning everything in the moment. The best type of acting is where you're not even thinking about the lines, you're not even thinking about, what am I doing? You're just doing it, and you're not even realizing you're doing it. And I think that's what gets people so like that's what gets people stuck in their feet, you know? What am I doing? What's my next line? Oh yeah. Right, yes. And so you see that in their thoughts. You see that as they're performing.
You can see
So
them
yeah.
trying to
So
act.
so yeah, exactly. So I think it's just a matter of there's a thing called internal monologue. So it's while you're acting, what are you thinking about? You know? So, if um you're on the phone and your wife is telling you about their day and you're cooking dinner, right? You're cooking dinner, you're cutting steak and everything, and your wife's telling you about your day. Your objective in that scene is to make dinner. Your objective in that scene is to cook steak. Your objective is, all right, I gotta season the steak. Oh yeah, yeah, you had a good conversation with your boss. That's good. Um, what kind of did you guys talk about a raise? Like that kind of stuff. So you're doing one thing while also thinking about another thing. Um, and one of the creative, like going back to creative process, one thing that I like to do is to work with props, right? So if I'm, this is a watch, this is a watch that I actually stole from a vertical set. Well, let's say, for example, that this watch was given to me by my dad, and it was the last thing he gave me before he died. And I have to make a big decision about whether my wife and I are going to get a divorce. I think it'd be really interesting if I play with the watch a little bit, kind of look at the watch, because let's say my dad didn't get divorced. Let's say he was very much in love with my mom. And the fact that I'm giving up on family, or that's at least what my character's thinking, is giving up on the idea of family with this woman. Maybe I'm playing with this watch a bit and seeing that maybe my dad would probably be disappointed in me. Oh yeah, look at that. He never fixed that. He never fixed that crack there. Yeah, miss that man all the time. So there's these thoughts that kind of come to your head with props. And I think, you know, that's what I like to do in verticals. If I can really find a way to get some sort of put some sentimentality in the objects that I use or find something that brings the character in a bit more grounded state, then I think it's just more fun to watch. I know these verticals can get silly and ridiculous, and there's a slap,
Yeah.
there's a woman catching. I know I'm being very serious and passionate right now, but I really do feel like, you can find these moments in these ridiculous stories to be grounded and to be real and to find that connectivity between yourself and the character.
I, I like watching the ones with a lot of like depth
Yeah.
compared to the ones that are just, I don't know, paper thin. Like
Yeah.
their personalities are like surface level.
Yeah. And I think it's very easy to be surface level. It's very easy to not, you know, especially when it comes from the writing. If you feel that the writing disconnects you, you know, I'm being very actory about this right now. I'm being artsy fartsy a little bit, but I do actually believe this stuff. So if you don't feel like you can connect with that kind of material, um, or find a way to make some CEO with a cold-hearted CEO with uh, issues towards his mother, and um, having to choose between falling in love with a woman or protecting his company. Like those are certain themes that you can play with, and you can find something in that appeals to you, I think. Even the werewolf stories, you can find something that appeals to you.
I stayed away from the werewolf verticals for like, I think a solid 4 months.
Yeah.
Like after I started watching them, I'm like, no, I don't
Yeah.
want to like explore that. And then I watched my first one. I can't even remember what it was. And it just went downhill. I went on like a 2 month streak of like werewolf verticals. Then I started on the vampire ones. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do vampire. Like, I have
Yeah.
to go back. But I don't know. They're all just, do they have like a world in general of what the law is? Or is it like the law is different in every one?
Well, I think you're asking a question that I think gives too much credit to these projects, because I don't feel like the writers think about it that much. I know that's like not probably the best thing to say, but I think that a lot of times these scripts are, they're made in other countries. These stories are made in other countries first. They're tested out, and if they do well, they Americanize them, and they shoot them with American actors. And then if that project does well, other companies start to steal that concept and use that. How many times have we seen a hockey one? You know, how many
I
times?
like the hockey ones.
Yeah, the hockey ones I'm sure they're great, but it started off with one hockey one, and then so many different hockey ones because the
The one that I'm
concept.
getting really sick of is like the frozen for 30 years.
Is that the cryogenic ones?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
like, can you make her like go to a different country or something and like live her best life
yeah, exactly. So
instead of like freezing her and then like wiping her memory
yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
make it
So
different.
yeah, yeah. So it's this thing where it's like I don't think there's necessarily a lore to it all. I think it's more copy and paste. And
Yeah.
and I think that we're in an era now where people do want to make these things a bit more artistic and give the fans, the audiences, something more to chew on, you know?
Yeah. We need some fresh stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
What is your favorite like storyline to act in?
Favorite
Like,
storyline?
yeah.
Mm, Favorite storyline. There's not really necessarily a favorite storyline. It's more just like, I like when characters are faced with a complicated choice. I like when characters make the wrong decision and have to deal with that. I like when characters are, you know, you disagree with what they're doing, but you can't help but root for them, you know? And not to say that playing a bad guy or anything. It's more just like I like when people mess up. I like when people show humanity and show compassion and they do it from a place of empathy, not from a place of getting something transactional, having something be transactional. I like when people do things for the sake of you know, good, being a good whole person, you know. I don't know. It
That
really depends on the people I'm playing.
that was like Zach Wrist brought out one not long ago. There was a post in there, and it was I don't even know who I forget who the male lead was. I
Mhm.
think it was Seth,
Mhm.
but um, everyone was like rooting for Zach, even though he was the antagonist.
Mhm.
Because like I don't know if it's the way he portrayed it or like the way it was written
Mhm.
was we all were like rooting for Zach's character. And it's like I think the post was something along the lines of even though he done wrong, does anyone else feel guilty for rooting for him? I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't. I wanted him to like, I think it was get the girl, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, like all
And
these verticals.
yeah. And sometimes it isn't a matter of like the writing. Like, yes, we see that this guy's supposed to be the bad guy. We see that this guy's supposed to be the hero. But sometimes it comes down to who plays the character, you know? If the person's playing the character in a way that you just are so captivated and it resonates with you so much, then you can't help but like, you can't help but want to root for them. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Dark Knight with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. It's a Batman movie. But you know, Heath Ledger's performance was just so captivating that people kind of really wanted to see him more and more on screen. Um, because it was just such a great performance. Not to say Christian Bale wasn't great. Christian Bale was great, but it just comes down to who do you want to see? Who do you want to see win, you know?
What do you want to see more of in verticals?
Oh man, where do I start? Uh, what
Are
do
you
I
gonna
want
go
to
on
see?
a
I'll tell you
spiel?
what I want to see less. I want to see less sexual assault and sexual abuse.
Thank you.
Like for
Thank you.
God's sakes, I don't think I know anyone that thinks that's sexy. Really. I don't think anyone thinks seeing someone get whipped, seeing someone get tortured is sexy. I think I I'm gonna pop off with this. Okay, this is something that's been boiling in my blood forever. I don't think we need to see that anymore. I think we need to see people. You don't look. Okay, here's where I'll start.
Just let it out.
Let it out. Okay, this is my therapy. Uh, okay, so yes, it is fun to watch two good looking people get together on screen and act. That's not to say those two good looking people are going to have the best chemistry. So I really would love to see chemistry between actors and between people. And I think there's a lot of great stories in verticals where you can see the actors have great chemistry and you can tell that they have good banter on and off screen. And what I would like to see more of, I'd like to see stories that aren't always focused around love. Or maybe not romantic love, but maybe love towards family, love towards friends, love towards country, whatever. Like, I want to see stories that really just that aren't so
Romanticized.
romanticized. Yeah, I want to see something that's like that compels you, not in the same, not like a romance novel, you know. I want to see some, yes, there can be romance in it, but I'm saying like I want to see a mother and son have, fight over a company or something. I want to see two brothers have to deal with the death of their father, like stuff like that, those kinds of things, because I think
But then
that's
yet again, they would put the violence in it.
and there's no need. I mean, you can there I could see room for violence in some way, shape, or form, but not to the point of where the verticals are at now. So
Did
I
you
want
let
to
it all out?
I just to round it out, I just want to see storylines where characters are have more depth, have more. I mean, I think everyone does, but characters that have um, very clear wants and needs that you can, as an audience, um, see and identify with.
I'm like run out of like fun questions. All the rest are like in depth. I'm like, oh God,
Please ask whatever.
no. Being a vertical actor obviously
Mhm.
comes with its own set of challenges. Is there a skill that you had to learn for a specific role or to get a role?
I wouldn't say there's a skill that I've learned. I think one of the biggest challenges is having to work really fast on set because we shoot a lot of scenes. These companies want to shoot these projects very fast, and that's why you see people like Noah doing 50 or other actors doing 35 or whatever. Because they take about 8 week or 8 days to shoot, sometimes 8 to 10 days. And uh you know, in those time periods, sometimes they want to get them done really fast, so they shoot maybe 20 pages per day, which is a lot. In regular films, I mean, they can shoot 2 pages a day, maybe even one and a half. And that's a film that will take months. But for this project, for verticals, I mean, 8 days, you know, you have to get things done fast. So I think one of the best, I guess, training from verticals is to learn lines fast and to adapt fast and just be ready.
What's your process for like taking in all the lines really fast?
It's like a song, you know. You when you learn a song, you listen to it over and over again, um, and the words are just in your head, and you're able to. So like think of a song right now, whatever that song is, the words to it. Imagine trying to sing it differently. You probably could if you think about it. Um,
Mm.
but I think that's one of the things about actors is like, you learn the lines. All right, the lines are in your head. You can say them backwards and forwards. Now that you know the words, how are you going to deliver them? So, does that make sense?
Yeah, you've got my cogs turning. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I guess that's the what to round it out is like the training of learning lines fast, being ready, being, more prepared. That's kind of been the training that I've gotten for verticals.
how do you find common ground with a character that's very different from the real you?
Um, I think so there's definitely very dark and twisted people that have had to play for verticals, and I'm not a very dark and twisted person. Like I've never killed anyone. I've never tortured anyone, but there is like this darker part of ourselves that we go to sometimes. I think everyone has it where they think, "Oh man, I wish I could just punch this guy in the face," or "I wish it's like there is this like kind of other part to us that we would never, I don't think a lot of us would act on, like this, these thoughts and feelings we would never act on, but they're there. So if you're in touch with that part of yourself where you're like, you've thought about, for me, it's like punching someone in the face or like going off on someone that we've had these, I mean, I'm sure you've had at least some fights in your head with someone that you disliked, right? Or what you
Yep.
wish you could have said, you
Yep.
know?
Everything is always what I wish I could have
Right?
said. Like,
So it's this thing where it's like, you know, there are these moments, there's these moments in our lives where we wish we had said this. We wish we could have stuck it to this person. But we know if we had that moment again, we probably wouldn't. But we know, but we can imagine in our heads that type of person that we would be if we could. If I could have said, you know what, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, like all that kind of things, you know? But I know that if I relive that moment again, I wouldn't say those things. Coming back to it, there's this imagination in our heads of like, what would our darkest version of us be? What would we have done if we were presented with these moments again? So you just gotta kind of be in touch with that darker part of yourself.
I'm not a very dark person though. Like
Yeah.
I can see what you mean where you're not. Yeah, I don't.
Well, I can speak from my own experience. Like I've been angry, resentful towards certain people and certain subjects, and you know, um, I play out these moments where, oh, if I was sitting across from this person, what I'd say to them, or how I'd want to just fuck them up or whatever. You know, it's but that's our darker, at least for me, that's the darker part. I think we all have that, and whether we just act on it, think about it, are aware of it, that's for every person. Every person to kind of decide and come to terms with.
Each to their own.
Yeah, each their own.
What is your biggest fear as an actor?
Oh, I know. Um, being fake. So if I'm doing a scene where I'm supposed to be emotionally vulnerable and you don't believe it's not coming across to you and you're not feeling it, that's my biggest fear. Like if I'm doing something that feels fake and phony, then that sucks for me. And that's not acting.
Like a facade.
Yeah, if I'm doing something that's like if I'm showing fake vulnerability and you're like, what's this guy doing? You know? Then you're not connecting with that as an audience, and that sucks. And I've been very afraid of that. I've been very afraid of like, you know, am I coming across naturally? Is this working? Um, the goal is to not question that, just to feel it. It's acting's a whole head game. It's a bunch of
It
bullshit.
sounds like it. I think I might just stay in the profession that I'm in. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
who's the most famous person you've met?
I have no idea. Oh, I met Nathan Lane. You know who that is? He's he's done Broadway. I met I mean in terms of meeting or saying like hi to.
Either. Like, if you've had
Uh
like if you said hi, like, or even had a conversation with them, even better. Like,
yeah, I had a quick conversation with Nathan Lane because I was a background extra for a TV show that he did. And I told him how great his performance was and everything, and we had a very brief conversation. I said hi to Bob Odenkirk once, who was on Better Call Saul. Yeah, just a few people here and there that I say hi to. I can't think of all of them right now, but it's a handful of people. I don't meet famous people.
you don't.
No, I'm not famous. Like no, like vertical people are a certain subject of actors or certain industry of actors, where film and TV people are a different industry.
I must just perceive everybody differently then. I couldn't give a crap about blockbuster stars now. Like, I don't give a shit. Like,
We're all in different paths, I guess to say. But we're all actors, just different paths.
do you have a hidden talent?
Um, I can sing. I used to do musical theater. Um, I studied opera for a little bit. Um, But yeah, I haven't done it in a while, so I wouldn't say I'm that good at it anymore, but I used to do musical theater a bunch, so I was um that was my favorite thing to do. That was one of my favorite things to do. I don't know if it's hidden because I used to do it a lot, but yeah.
If you could switch places with another famous person, doesn't have to be in the vertical space, who would it be and why?
I'd probably switch with famous person. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Conan O'Brien. That'd be cool. He's a talk show host in America.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know many people. The ones that you're referencing anyway. I was like, I don't know who they
Yeah,
are. I feel
sorry.
so bad. I
Sorry.
know
I'm in a ah, different world.
you're a completely different part of the world. So
I
like I can
know.
understand that.
Yeah.
I'll do like a get to know you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Favorite animal?
Um, dogs, I guess. Trying to think of something cool, but no, it's dogs.
Favorite food?
Ugh. Like what I eat everything. I cook and I eat everything. Spaghetti and clams because my mom used to make it all the time.
Spaghetti. Oh, I haven't had spaghetti in a hot minute.
Spaghetti and clams though. So it needs to be
Clams.
and linguine with clams and Alfredo sauce. It's like a white wine sauce, but yeah.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah, that's good.
Favorite color?
Blue, maybe. I think blue. Let's say blue.
Dream country to visit.
Uh, I mean, I'll just go back to Armenia any day. I'll just go back to it because I like Armenia.
Just go back.
Just go back.
You don't want to go anywhere new? Like, if you were to go somewhere
Yeah,
new, where would you choose?
I'd go to someplace new, but I love Armenia. So, it's a great place.
Fair, fair.
Yeah.
Favorite season?
Fall.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Yes.
Favorite actor?
Ah, favorite actor? I don't know. I like watching Jack Nicholson lately. Like Jack Nicholson movies. Come on, Maddie. Come
I'm
on.
sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not very like versed in. I don't know.
Okay. That's fine. What else you got?
Favorite movie?
The Life Aquatic of Steve Zissou. It's a Wes Anderson film.
Mm.
Mhm.
Favorite music genre?
Alternative rock, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I listened to a lot of Olivia Dean lately. Um, she's got a new album out, and that's really good.
I don't think I know who that is either.
Yeah, we're not hitting the target.
City Life, Country Life.
Country life.
Biggest pet peeve.
Oh my God, I was just talking about this today. If you bring someone to a party, or if you have a party, you have to have food. If you don't have food at a party, and I'm not talking about like chips and cookies and whatnot, like have a meal. Like the other day it was Halloween. I brought chili over to my friend's place because I know, and she had like 40 friends over, because I know for a fact she wasn't gonna have food there. Because every time I've gone over there, she's never had food. I love you, Kayla. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt you, but that's a fact. You got to have food. If you're throwing a party, you have to have food.
Just throw her under the bus. Like, I don't care. Like,
I don't care. You have to have and good food.
name three things you can't live without.
Family, friends, and um uh, uh My health. I don't know. Family, friends, and my health.
Health is a different one.
Health is good. You need your health. You do. People don't realize you take advantage of your health. I don't want to be in a hospital.
True. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah.
I've had to like reword this sentence.
Sure.
Describe yourself in 5 words or less, or in one sentence.
Very, very, very annoying.
You're missing a word.
Oh, stupid. Some people, yeah.
You're not annoying.
Um, uh, um, I don't know. I have only like self-deprecating thoughts, so I wouldn't be able to be very authentic in that. I'll have other people judge it, you know? Okay, okay. All right, I'll think of something. Nice. Uh creative. Um um lazy. Um athletic. And um um uh oh God, I can't think of anything. Social. Yeah.
Got it down packed.
Yeah.
You had to really think about that one, didn't you?
I had to think about it. Yeah, yeah. What else you got?
Wait, what sport? Like, do you play sport? Because you're athletic.
I do a few things. I do weightlifting, I do boxing, I do running. I used to play water polo a lot when I was in high school. And then I sometimes play baseball with my friends. Yeah.
I haven't played. Oh, I think we call it. No, I was gonna say softball, but that's different.
It's a
Softball's
little
with a
different.
T. With a T.
T-ball, T-ball.
Yeah, T-ball. There you
Yeah.
go. This one's like a game of would you rather,
Hmm.
like categories edition.
Okay.
Would you rather play the mysterious lover or open book boyfriend?
Uh, let's go with Mysterious Lover. Sure, why not? Or I don't know. Either let's do Mysterious Lover.
Friends to lovers or enemies to lovers?
Enemies to lovers. Because that defines every friendship and relationship I've ever had.
Rich CEO or struggling artist?
Struggling artist, because that I can identify with that shit any day.
Protective alpha or sensitive soul?
Sensitive soul? Yeah. Okay.
Forbidden romance or fairy tale love story?
Oh, forbidden romance any day. Taboo? Are you kidding me? That sounds great. Like a taboo love story? Give me that. I'll act in that.
The next one is love triangle drama or devoted single love interest.
Devoted single. I don't want to share my love with someone. I don't want to fight. I mean, I will fight for my love, but I'm devoted. If I'm monogamous and I'm keeping it that way, and I'm only going to fight for one, if there's another guy out there and you're trying to choose between me and another guy, fuck off. Go with that other guy. I want a woman that wants me just as much as I want her.
Very valid.
Yeah.
Oh, you got me lost now. I just
Keep it going.
playing the one who gets the girl or the heartbreaker.
One that gets the girl. Yeah, because if you're playing I mean, either one's I could see playing either one, but I think, yeah, I'd like a happy ending.
Happy ending romance or bittersweet love story?
I do like a bittersweet love story. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, I like a good a happy ending, but bittersweet is just it just you remember it more. You remember a bittersweet love story at the end where, it just doesn't work out.
First love forever or second chance romance?
Second chance. I think we learn from our first love and are ready for the next one that comes.
Amen.
Amen. You know,
Redemption or revenge?
I love a revenge story. I do love a good revenge story. Um, I like both. I'll say both for that one.
Hmm. This one is like a this or that. It's only
Mhm.
like not many in this one.
You're good.
Shirtless scenes or suit and tie scenes?
Suit and tie, fuck shirtless scenes. I'm not doing that. I mean, I will do it, but like, you know how sensitive I get for that? Like, take it all off and then be shirtless for 6 hours on set while someone's like rubbing me with Vaseline to make sure that I stay looking sweaty or like spraying me with a bottle. No, thank you. I'll take a shirt and tie scene any day. Sorry.
That was the quickest response I've ever gotten to
I
that.
mean, who wants like I understand there's some vertical guys that they train for this stuff and are ready for those scenes. And I feel like I athletically I feel in good shape, but no, I'd give me a scene where I have to like not think about my body for like 5 seconds.
I can understand that, especially from a guy's point of view, anyway.
Yeah,
Method acting or natural instinct?
just natural instinct. If you're doing method, you're just doing too much. I mean, okay, I can see some method. If it works, it works. Whatever works for you. For me, I depends on what I'm doing, you know?
Indie film passion projects or blockbuster films?
Passion projects, passion projects, passion projects, passion projects.
Because you do your own, don't you?
I do my own, and I think those ones, passion projects, and indie films are typically more well thought out.
Rehearse or discover on the day?
Both,
Drama or comedy?
both.
Emotion or control?
Control is emotion, right? I mean, like, well,
Like hysterical emotions or like calm, cool, collective?
depends on what the character calls for. Depends on what I'm playing. If I'm playing someone who doesn't like to showcase their own feelings and emotions, then control. If I'm playing someone that leads with emotion and doesn't have any sort of filter, then emotion.
Silence or dialogue?
Silence. Silence is good dialogue. Silence is the best dialogue. No, I'm not even kidding. Like imagine like I know it's not always fun to watch, but you see two people like, you know, they're let's say for context, like some I could go into this. All right, I'll go into it real quick. So say like the man knows his wife cheated on him, but she doesn't know that he knows. And they're just talking about their day, and he's giving one word responses, and it's very quiet, and you feel the tension. Silence is good conflict. It's good tension. So silence.
I feel like I've seen a movie or at least a TV show like that recently.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of silence that speaks volume.
Silence, yeah,
Mhm.
speaks volumes. I
Yeah.
feel like feel like it might be the summer I turn pretty.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that one. Everyone tells me to watch it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, yeah. I would say watch it. You really
Okay.
should.
All right.
Emotionally vulnerable roles or strong silent type roles?
Both.
Night shoots or early morning shoots?
Mm, let's say night shoots.
Notes or no notes?
Notes. Notes. Yes. Directors give notes. They should give notes. They should, if you don't like the performance, direct, you know? That's my thought. That's my feelings, anyways.
Hmm. Challenge or comfort zone?
Challenge.
Director's decision or actor's instinct?
Both. It needs to be a collaboration.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Subtle or bold?
Both. I like to play things subtle, especially for verticals, because I think there's a lot of times where they want you to be bigger and larger than life. But I like subtlety. Yeah.
Risk or restraint?
Both, I'd say.
Last one. Underplay or overcommit?
Underplay. Underplay. Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely.
That was all my questions. You just like fly through.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, did you have any questions for me?
For you? Well, what do you want to see more of? Verticals.
Young adult. That's just me. I just want to relive my high school days, but that's just me personally. But
Oh, you want to see more high school type stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
but not everybody's like into that genre. So I'm like, I'm not. I don't know. I don't express my like what I want. I was like, oh, I'll just go with the crowd, and then someone else will pick up that they want young adult. I'll be like, yeah, I will
Yeah.
100% support that. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I want to get rid of like mm, the banquet humiliation ones.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I have a
I
friend doing that.
can't.
I have a
I
friend
can't
doing
with
that
those.
scene today, that type of scene today. And yeah, I just think those scenes are just so, you know, annoying. I think we don't need more banquets and more gala scenes. They just give me just change it up for God's sakes.
They're just a little bit extra.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like that's what we watch these for, right?
Yeah. I think
The
so. I
ex
think they
the
do go
extra, the
extra.
yeah, the drama, the
Did you
romance.
want to ask one more?
Out of all the verticals in this space, which one would you recommend to a person who's never watched a vertical before?
I feel like like one that I've done or like
Well,
either.
one of yours and then one of somebody else's. Like,
Okay. Let's say for one that I've done, oh, I'd probably recommend I like Enemies with Benefits if you've seen that one.
yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. I like doing that one. Um, and then maybe Free My Heart, Mr. CEO with Sophia DeLucchi. Um, she's a
I
sweetheart. She's so sweet.
don't know if I've
Um,
seen that one.
you haven't seen that one?
I don't
That one
know.
kind of flew under the radar a bit. I think that's probably find it on Surreal Plus or Kalos TV. I think it's also on my IMDb if you want to watch that. But if I'm saying just for verticals in general, if you want to like find out what verticals are like, pick anything on Real Short because they like to I think what they like to lean into the ridiculous a bit more than some other ones do.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
No, the only ones of yours that I haven't seen is My Secret CEO
Mhm.
and got pregnant with boss's ex-boss's baby.
Yeah, that one was with Jared Harper and Tatiana Aravena. Um, right? Yeah, I think it was. And then yeah, Secret CEOs with Sophia DeLucchi. She's
Yeah,
great.
and that's only on Love Shots by the looks of
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna buy a subscription just to watch one.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah.
but no, thank you
Yeah,
for taking the time to talk with me today. Like
of course.
I
Anytime.
was nervous as shit to give
No,
up
no,
with this.
you did great. You did great. Don't stress. These are people. Literally they're just regular people. They're not even they'll tell you themselves. They don't think of themselves as, fancy schmancy, fancy famous people. They think of themselves as just regular Joes.
But you guys are like important to us.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Like you are like
Thank you. But we're really just people. There's no hierarchy, you know?
eh,
Oh, stop.
what do you mean? No,
Just don't stress about the next one, okay?
but no, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.